Hello, welcome back. In this class, we will create the header and the footer components. Before we start with the actual work, we have few things to fix or enhance. We will start by adding shadow to the entire popper component. For this, we will use a wrapper rectangle. Then under the effects section on the RHS, we will add a shadow effect. We will move it by 8 pixels on the y-axis. It will have a blur value of 15. Well, good enough. Since we want to reuse the shadow effect, let us save it in the Figma styles as calendar/shadow. No prizes for guessing as we name the rectangle calendar wrapper. To create a clear distinction between the canvas background and the theme colors, we will apply the shadow to all of them. Cool. The next improvement is to organize these subcomponents of the calendar. For this, we will namespace each under the category of the calendar. For example, we'll rename the header as calendar/header and the footer as calendar/footer, so on and so forth. If you look at our asset library, you will find all the subcomponents categorized under the calendar. It will help us scale our design and prevent unnecessary naming conflicts. The last enhancement would be to modify the text styles we created earlier. For the body and the title text, we will make it one step thicker. We are all set now. Let us move on to creating a title text in the header. This title will show us the current month and the year. We will use the text tool to add the title with a wider bounding box and center align it. We will also add a call to action for the user to change the month and the year. In this case, we will create a single arrow icon to change months and double arrow icon to change the year. We will use the pen tool to create these icons. Let us resize it and make the ends and joins rounded. We will use gray 2 as its stroke color. We need two arrows, one to go to the previous month and another to go to the next. For that, we will copy and mirror the arrow. Similarly, we will create the double arrow. Let us group it and rename it. In Figma, you can press the Alt key and hover over the component to check its relative distance from its surroundings. Let us use that and place it properly. Now let us move on to enhancing the footer component. Here we wish to add a CTA for selecting the date of today. A button will suffice for the purpose. Let us use blue 1 for the background and blue 2 for the text. The font does not fit so well, hence we'll reduce the font size to 14 pixels. And finally, let us center align it vertically. Great. We have completed the calendar pop-up. See you in the next class.